Hey y'all, good morning. Today I'm going to walk through what a morning changing my bag, also known as Steve, looks like. I've had some people write me that had just had surgeries who know that the first couple weeks of changing your bag is pretty much hell on earth. It's just you don't know what stuff to use, you don't know like how to do it, you're afraid to go anywhere near like your stoma, it's just a really stressful situation. I remember changing my bag in the beginning, and my husband can vouch for this, would take a good 45 minutes in the beginning, and then I would need to take a half a day nap because it would emotionally just make me crazy because I never thought I was doing anything right, and there would always be something that would go wrong. But like with anything, practice makes perfect, and now I'm at the point where it's pretty much second nature. I know when to do it, I do it, get it done, and move on with my day. I change my bag typically every 3 days because if I don't, Steve likes to leak. So every 3 days is my number, but with most people with ostomies, it all varies. Everyone's different, everyone's skin is different, everyone uses different stuff, and so my way might not be the best way, but it's the way that works best for me. So I just want to start off with some of the brands that I really like using and the stuff that I use. I use Hollister. The reason I really like Hollister, for one, is it's the only one that I'm not allergic to, and for two, I've just found that works really well for me. I use a convex wafer. The convex wafer is more like, I don't know, caved in. And because it's like that, when I put it on my skin, it kind of pushes my stoma out a little bit so that it empties into my bag instead of leaking. And because my stoma, you'll see, sits pretty flat to my skin, it needs something to kind of push it out a little bit. So, convex wafer. I use a clip bag, and the reason I use the clip, even though I don't like the clip, because it'll show through my pants and it's just really uncomfortable, is because I found that the lock and roll bags that'll hold up on their own without the clip can sometimes come unrolled when you're out in public, and it opens, and I'll leave it to your imagination what happens then. And then I always use one with a filter so that when it fills up with air, it can just kind of filter out on its own, so that I'm not having like a huge blown up bag underneath my pants. Alright, so I also use a barrier ring because I'm prone to leaking a lot. I use a barrier ring that goes between my wafer and my skin, and that just helps seal it a little bit better so that it prevents me from having leaks. I love the SensiCare adhesive removers. They're sting free and they work really, really well. These are my saving grace. Love, 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 love these. I also use their skin barrier, and I'll show you what I do with those later. I use the Adapt Stoma powder that Hollister makes. I like it because I usually have burned skin at some point, and I'm pretty sure I have it this time. You can usually feel it, so I'm gonna have this out just in case. And then a good old prescription of nice statin powder, because my skin gets really itchy. So that's that. I always lay out my handy dandy Steve bag. Take this with me everywhere. It has all my supplies in it, and I leave it out just in case I need extra of anything. The bags always come with these cute little bags to dispose of anything, and then you throw this away when you're done. Obviously, I'm not going to keep it. A roll of toilet paper, a towel, and I roll my shirt up, and I'm wearing purple because it is IBD Awareness Week. So I usually take a towel and I will tuck it in my pants, just like that. All right. And here we go. Brace yourself. Just kidding, it's not that bad. Alright, so I usually, by the third day or fourth day, it's usually just like kind of comes off. I don't even need to use an adhesive remover because my skin hates it, so it just kind of rejects it. It's that, and then I'll just pull it off. It's not going to be pretty. Alright. Take the clip off because for some reason they don't give these out very well. They're like gold in the ostomy world. So you gotta keep your clip. Alright. Put that for later. And then I always just take one of my adhesive removers. Put my hair behind the back. And we start the cleanup process. So I try to get all the adhesive off. I remember when I first got my bag and I was so afraid to go anywhere near Steve. I thought it was gonna hurt. I thought it was gonna be sensitive. And I remember telling myself and my friends who would help me change it, there's absolutely no way that I will ever get used to this. Sure enough, a month into it, it's like no big deal. So, oh, and also I always put a towel underneath me just because, like, as I'm wiping the adhesive off, some of the sticky stuff kind of flakes off. That's my scar from when I was 12. I got a lot of little stoma scars. Character. Alright. I'm going to try to do this fast as I can. Clean him up really good. Normally what I do is once I'm done like cleaning him up right now, I will actually jump in the shower and shower without my bag on. It just feels so good to be without a bag for 10 minutes. Let your skin kind of air out, get clean. But because of the video, I will not be doing that. Right. Try to get as much off as you can. I have tan lines. Super cool looking tan lines. Alright. Hopefully he'll be, so far he's being good. Sometimes in the morning he acts up, but looks like he's cooperating right now. Well, for now, I guess I may have spoken too soon. Alright, so he's clean. Alright, next I take my powders and I open them. And usually I try to take the adhesive stuff, the little stickiness on the back, off because once he's uncovered, he's unpredictable, and I like to be able to move as fast as I can to make this process the least amount of stress it possibly can be. Alright, so now I will put my stoma powder on. It's really actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Just put a little bit and then I like kind of rub it in. That. Dust it off. And then I'll take the nystatin powder, kind of just sprinkle it on there. Helps with like the itchiness. My skin actually looks pretty good today. It's impressive. Alright. Okay, and then I'll take this barrier spray. It's stain free. And I'll usually just kind of do a couple squirts and it kind of just seals in those powders. And then you don't have to do both of these. I don't know why, I'm kind of weird, but I tend to do both. And then I'll take this barrier wipe and it will seal in the powder kind of around, just kind of dab it like that. Okay. And then I'll usually take my wafer and kind of just like let it air out because air off, I mean dry out. so that I can put my stuff on and it sticks to my skin better. See, this isn't so bad. All right, and then I take my barrier ring. Some people will like flatten it and roll it. I usually will just kind of stretch it out just a little bit, just to fit around your stoma or my stoma. You don't want really any skin exposed because the stuff that comes out of Steve is really acidic, and so it'll burn your skin. So you want to cover as much skin as you possibly can. So I just open it just a little bit. Just shape it. And like that. And I kind of hold it for a minute, let it melt to my skin. And then I forgot to mention, I measured my stoma and I get them pre-cut so you don't have to cut out the middle. It just saves time. It's so much easier, less stress, makes the process that much easier. And I take it and just put it like that. And then I hold it to my skin. It'll melt to my skin. Apply heat so it melts better. And he is being so good. It is never like this. Normally he is leaking and just being so moody, and it makes it a little bit harder. But I don't know what his deal is. He must be trying to impress the audience. Like, see, I'm not so bad. And then I just remove the sticky stuff from the back. There we go. And then I take my bag and I clip it. Just press it on there. And don't forget to put your clip on. I've done that. Oops. Bad, messy, real bad. And then clip it. And then I take my towel. There you go. Wear my handy dandy maternity pants. And ta-da! All done. That was it. That is what my morning looks like every 3 days. Easy, not so bad. And I hope I didn't miss anything. If you have any questions, feel free to write me. And that is it. Hope you have a good one.